For almost 3 decades, the Grand Theft Auto series has introduced some of the most iconic and unforgettable characters in gaming. From the silent troublemakers of the 90s, to the complex criminals of the HD era, and finally, the dual protagonist story of GTA 6. So today, we're going through every GTA protagonist ever, from the very first Grand Theft Auto in 1997, all the way to GTA 6, and breaking down who they are, what they did, and why they matter. Grand Theft Auto 1997, GTA 1, featured 8 original protagonists: Travis, Bubba, Kivlov, Ulrika, Troy, Divine, Mickey, and Katie. They didn't have deep stories or dialogue, but they each gave the player a different persona to step into. But here's the fun part a lot of people don't know. The Japanese version added 2 exclusive characters named Bison and Jack, and the Game Boy Color port even lets you play as the Tarantula Studios dev team as an Easter egg. GTA 1 didn't have narrative-focused characters yet, but it introduced the idea of choosing your own criminal identity. Grand Theft Auto London 1969 and London 1961-1991. GTA London 1969 and 1961 gave players 8 different protagonists, each with their own name, portrait, and short bio. These characters still didn't have deep story arcs, but they were a big step forward for Rockstar, showing the earliest attempt at giving GTA characters distinct personalities. The roster included Sid Vacant, Mick Casey, Maurice Kane, Charles Jones, Johnny Hawthorne, Wolfie Violence, Rodney Morash, and Winston Henry. Grand Theft Auto 2 1999. GTA 2 is where Rockstar introduced its first real canonical protagonist, Claude Speed. He appears in the live-action intro and guides players through a futuristic city controlled by rival gangs, giving the game a distinct personality that stood out from GTA 1. But the Game Boy Color version went back to GTA 1's customizable approach. Here, players could choose from 6 characters: Caligari, Candy, Eddie, Gretchen, Paolo, and Ruben, each acting as your avatar in the chaotic world of GTA 2. Grand Theft Auto 3 2001. GTA 3 introduced Claude, the silent protagonist who somehow became one of the most iconic figures in the series despite never saying a single word. After being betrayed and left for dead by Catalina during a bank heist, Claude claws his way back up through Liberty City's criminal underworld, taking jobs from mobsters, corrupt officials, and anyone else willing to pay. His rise from a small-time crook to a major player drives the entire story, all fueled by one goal: getting revenge on the woman who shot him. Grand Theft Auto Vice City 2002. Tommy Vercetti is the exact opposite of Claude. Loud, charismatic, and absolutely ruthless. A former hitman fresh out of a long prison sentence, he gets set up during what was supposed to be a simple drug deal, and suddenly finds himself stranded in Vice City with nothing but a few names and a lot of anger. As he starts taking control of the city, piece by piece, Tommy builds a criminal empire inspired heavily by classic 80s crime films, full of neon lights, flashy suits, and pure ambition. And with Ray Liotta bringing him to life, Tommy quickly became one of Rockstar's most memorable and beloved protagonists. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas 2004. Carl C.J. Johnson returns to Los Santos after the tragic death of his mother, only to find his old gang crumbling and the city itself changing in dangerous ways. Faced with betrayal, corrupt cops, and rival gangs, CJ must navigate a world of crime, loyalty, and survival. Over the course of the game, he rises from a street-level gang member to a full-blown kingpin, taking control of territory, businesses, and his own destiny. With such an ambitious story and deeply relatable struggles, CJ is often considered the most beloved protagonist in the entire Grand Theft Auto franchise. Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories 2005. Tony Cipriani, who players first met in Grand Theft Auto 3, finally gets his own story in Liberty City Stories. The game follows his rise through the ranks of the Leone crime family, navigating the dangerous world of rival gangs, corrupt officials, and backstabbing allies. Along the way, Tony also has to deal with his overbearing mother, a subplot that's so memorable it almost feels like it deserves its own game. His journey adds depth to Liberty City's criminal underworld and shows the gritty side of climbing the mafia ladder. Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories 2006. Victor Vic Vance is a surprising protagonist, a soldier trying to do right by his family who ends up dragged deeper and deeper into Vice City's criminal underworld. Unlike the over-the-top characters around him, Vic brings a grounded, almost tragic perspective to the story, struggling with loyalty, desperation, and moral compromise. Players also know from GTA Vice City how his story ultimately ends, which adds a haunting weight to his journey and sets him apart from the more flamboyant criminals of the series. Grand Theft Auto 4 2008. Niko Bellic arrives in Liberty City chasing the American dream, only to find betrayal, violence, and old war trauma waiting for him at every turn. GTA 4 introduced the most grounded and emotional story in the series, focusing on loyalty, revenge, and the harsh realities of crime. Niko's depth, vulnerability, and moral struggles are part of why many fans still consider GTA 4 Rockstar's best character-driven game. Grand Theft Auto 4 The Lost and Damned, 2009. Johnny Klebitz is the reluctant leader of the Lost MC, a biker gang struggling to survive in Liberty City's criminal landscape. His story is full of conflict, loyalty, and the sense that collapse is always around the corner. Johnny's journey also intertwines with Niko Bellic's world, and his eventual fate in GTA 5 remains one of the most shocking and divisive moments in the franchise. Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars, 2009. Huang Li's story stands out with its unique comic book-style cutscenes and focus on triad conflicts in Liberty City. As the spoiled heir to a powerful family, Huang is cocky, sharp, and surprisingly funny. But he also has to prove himself in a dangerous underworld full of rival gangs, double crosses, and high-stakes crime. Grand Theft Auto 4 The Ballad of Gay Tony, 2009. Luis Lopez works as the bodyguard and right-hand man to nightclub mogul Gay Tony. His story injects a sense of fun, chaos, and sheer over-the-top action back into GTA 4, with explosive missions, wild chases, and the neon nightlife of Liberty City. Loyal, street-smart, and dangerous when needed, Luis perfectly balances charm and brutality, making him a fan favorite. Grand Theft Auto 5, 2013. GTA 5 introduced the series' first triple protagonist system, letting players experience the story from three very different perspectives. Michael DeSanta, a retired criminal struggling with a midlife crisis, a failing family, and the lure of one last big score. Franklin Clinton, a young, ambitious hustler trying to escape the streets and make a name for himself. Trevor Phillips, a chaotic, unpredictable wild card whose violence and unpredictability make him instantly unforgettable. Together, these three navigate a world of crime, betrayal, and high-stakes heists, constantly clashing with each other's personalities. Their dynamic brings every mission to life, making GTA 5 storytelling more cinematic and layered than anything Rockstar had done before. Grand Theft Auto Online. While not a story-driven protagonist, GTA Online lets players create their own character and carve out a place in the ever-evolving GTA universe. From running nightclubs and arms businesses to pulling off massive heists with friends, this player-driven experience puts you in control of your own criminal empire. Over the past decade, GTA Online's customizable character has become a defining part of the franchise. Grand Theft Auto 6. Unknown date. GTA 6 brings the first dual protagonist story since GTA 5, but with a very different focus. Lucia, a tough ex-convict trying to rebuild her life after prison. Jason, her partner, with a Bonnie and Clyde-style relationship hinted throughout the trailers. Set in modern-day Leonida, their story seems more grounded, emotional, and personal. Exactly the kind of evolution fans have been waiting for. And that is every GTA protagonist ever. From the original silent criminals of 1997 to the modern-day duo of GTA 6. Across each game, Rockstar built deeper worlds, better characters, and richer stories, turning GTA into one of the greatest series in gaming history. If you enjoyed the breakdown, feel free to leave a like, and let me know which GTA protagonist is your favorite. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.